Greetings, gamers. Agent SN. And the Nintendo Switch is a really great console. It has so many great games. Now, I did make a top 10 already on the best Switch games. However, that's only for original Switch games. Games that were first released on the Switch. Games that originated on the Switch. The ones that were released as brand new games on that console. So today, I thought of doing an interesting video about what if we looked at the ports and remakes. So yeah. But before we get into it, let's look at the rules. Alright, so the first rule is ports, remakes, remasters only, because I already made a top 10 on original Switch games. And then, and another rule, well, it's not really a rule, but there are 2 games in this list that aren't out yet, or at least they're remasters or remakes, but I'm going to base my experiences on them on the original games. And then there's, and the last rule is first-party games only. Only first-party games. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. Let's go on with the video. Alright, so starting off this list, we have The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. Now, this remaster doesn't come out until July, but I played the original game on the Wii about 2 years ago, I think, or about a year and a half ago, and I liked it. The game is pretty polarizing. There's a lot of people that hate it, there's people that like it, and a lot of people... And it's mainly because of its heavy use on motion controls. The game is really repetitive, so you're going to be experiencing a lot with the motion controls and stuff, which are going to become optional in the remaster on the Switch. But the game is still really great. The story is absolutely amazing, and it's really interesting seeing that this is a prequel to the entire Legend of Zelda series. That's the first game in the Zelda timeline. It's not the first Zelda game, but the first game in the timeline. This game's a prequel to the entire series, and it's definitely a good way to have a prequel to the entire series. And the story is really deep and explains the creation of the Master Sword really well. The story is absolutely the best part of the game. The gameplay, it's good but really repetitive. If I select the game, I'd probably give it an 8.5 out of 10. But let's go on to number 9. Alright, so speaking of The Legend of Zelda, we had a 3D Zelda game and a remaster of a 10-year-old Wii game. Now we have a remake of a top-down Zelda game that originally released on the Game Boy back in 1993, and that is The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. One of my favorite Zelda games. Link's Awakening is a really great game, and the graphics are absolutely amazing, and it helped inspire the upcoming remake of Pokemon Brilliant, the upcoming remake of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, which we'll see later on this list. Yeah, and I'm definitely excited for that game. And this game overall is really good. And the graphics there are absolutely amazing. I love the gameplay too, and it's really cool how they. And this is definitely one of the best top-down Zelda games, and for good reasons. The gameplay here is really great, and I also love its new art style. The gameplay is really good, and stuff, and it even has some really cool Mario references. Yes, Mario references in a Zelda game. Nintendo's 2 most popular series mixing. That's absolutely amazing. And the game has a lot of things that in the Legend of Zelda series are unique to this game. If you haven't tried it yet, I recommend doing so. Especially since this is the 35th anniversary of Zelda. Let's go on to number 8. Alright, sorry for that ocean sound noises. Don't know where that came from. I just turned it off. Okay. Number 8. Alright. Next up is Pikmin 3 Deluxe. And this game is absolutely a masterpiece. I highly, highly recommend this game. The Pikmin series was already great. I played Pikmin 1 and 2, and there were some great games, but Pikmin 3 took the series to the next level. They even introduced new rock and winged Pikmin types. Those are absolutely amazing, and the new characters are pretty good. And I can honestly say that like Alf, Brittany, and Charlie more than Olimar and Louie in them. And I also really like his story too. Well, I do think Pikmin 2 has kind of, actually, I'm changing my mind. I prefer Pikmin 3's story over Pikmin 2's story, even though I think they're great. The story's pretty good. And then in this game, you play as Alf, Brittany, and Charlie on their quest to find fruit on PNF 404 to return to their home Kopai. Now, while it uses different protagonists from Pikmin 1 and 2, I honestly like the change. It's still pretty good, even though Pikmin 1 and 2 were already excellent games. And the gameplay is pretty good too, and it's definitely the best in the entire series. This game's by far the best in the Pikmin trilogy. Give us Pikmin 4, Nintendo! All that aside, though, this game really good. I definitely recommend playing it, and the worlds are really amazing, and the different areas you can go to are really excellent. And there's some really good bosses and stuff, too. So yeah, try it if you haven't already. The Deluxe version on the Switch is the definitive way to play it. Let's go on to number 7. Alright, so next up is New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. This one's also a polarizing one, as people aren't really a fan of it by saying that the 2D Mario formula is getting old. Yeah, for sure. But this game, this game that I personally think really changed this Super Mario Bros. Series and made it really shine in a lot of ways. Even though the series was already great, the Super Mario Bros. Games were already great. But this Mario Bros. U Deluxe, which is Super Mario Bros. U and Luigi U, is absolutely amazing and the definitive way to play it. And the character selection is pretty good. It even introduced Nabbit. Yes, Nabbit. Yes, Nabbit was established in this game. And yeah, and of course it created Peachette and Toadette and stuff. Well, Toadette originated in Mario Kart Double Dash, but of course that Peachette in the Deluxe version. And this new version, and not Mario Kart. Just Mario Bros. U Deluxe itself is a great game. I mean, the level design is why I personally think is the best in the series, and the bosses are pretty good. And I also love the world and how they have unique names and stuff. And this game offered some variety, and it's definitely pretty fun, and definitely the best in the entire New Super Mario Bros. Series, and it's my second favorite 2D Mario, because of course, you guys know that Super Mario World is my favorite 2D Mario. Let's move on to number 6. This is another one that's not out yet. Number 6 is one that's not out yet. Alright, our next up is another game that's not out yet. But Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, I'm very excited for. I have been wanting a Gen 4 remake for years. Now, the original Diamond and Pearl, it's good, but it's my least favorite in the entire Pokemon series. While Gen 4 is my least favorite generation, Diamond and Pearl has its remake has a ton of potential. Now, I wish it was more like Sword and Shield, but I still accept the new chibi style, and it's still good, even though Wish is more like Sword and Shield. And the gameplay looks really amazing, and hopefully they combine elements from Platinum too. As I'll be totally playing this, it's going to be really amazing, but I'm not going to really say more, because this isn't out yet. Because the original Diamond and Pearl was good, I'm including it here. Let's move on to number 5. Alright, and next up is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. This game is absolutely a masterpiece. I mean, It's definitely one of the best 2D platformers I've ever played. Donkey Kong Country Returns was already an excellent game and a great return to the Donkey Kong Country formula. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze took everything that made it great, but now Tropical Freeze is even better, and they even introduced new characters with them adding Dixie Kong, Cranky Kong, and of course, in the Switch version, Funky Kong. And the level design is really great and has a lot of variety. And I can honestly say that this game is better than New Super Mario Bros. U. Now, I might have said before that I like New Super Mario Bros. U more, but my opinion has changed since, and I prefer this game. This game's absolutely amazing. It's honestly better than lots of 2D Mario games, honestly. And this game is just truly amazing. And those are amazing, the bosses are good, and the music is absolutely stunning. Like, the music is absolutely amazing. It has one of my favorite soundtracks in a video game, period. Let's move on to number 4. Alright, so next up we got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now, the Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U was already a great game, but Mario Kart 8 Deluxe took it to the next level by adding in the DLC in the base game. And the biggest thing is that they improved the battle mode. Battle mode on the original Mario Kart 8 was kinda bad. Not gonna lie. On the original Mario Kart, the battle mode was the battle mode. But the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe added a brand new battle mode, and it was absolutely great. And this was also the first game, too, in the series to have non-Mario characters. You get to play as characters from other Nintendo franchises, like from the Legend of Zelda series, Isabelle and Villager from the Animal Crossing series, and the Inklings from the Splatoon series. And the tracks are absolutely great, and I really like the new character selection and everything. Oh, so this game is absolutely amazing. And it's truly a masterpiece and my second favorite Mario Kart game ever. Because, of course, you guys know that Mario Kart DS is my favorite. Like I said before. And yeah, it's an amazing game. I love the new characters, the track's absolutely amazing. I love his new karts and stuff. Yeah. The one to number 4. Oh, actually, number 3. Super Mario 3D World on the Wii U was already a great game, but a little over 7 years later, Nintendo decided to make an enhanced version with Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Now, Super Mario 3D World on the Wii was a great game. However, the speed was kind of slow. But they made it much faster on the Switch and boosted up the frame rate, while also boosting the graphics, and that's absolutely great. And they even added online play. Yes, you get to do online play with friends. That's something that's quite unexpected. Not gonna lie. And they even added a new side game inside of it called Bowser's Fury, which is basically like what if you mixed Super Mario Odyssey with 3D World, and it's absolutely amazing too. When you combine this game that's almost a masterpiece and Bowser's Fury that almost is, you get a game that's pretty much near perfect. This game truly excellent, and the level design is pretty good, and it's definitely an excellent game and definitely one to play. Let's go on to number 2. And next up is Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. This game, absolutely a masterpiece, and this is definitely one of my favorite games of all time. Definitely a game that's in my top 5 of all time. This game has a truly great story. I really love how it's about, and I really love how it's about giant titans fighting. that's absolutely a great story, definitely a unique one. I really love the Monado. It's a really interesting weapon. The characters are really good. The world is really excellent. The gameplay and battle system, absolutely great. It's one of the best battle systems I've seen in an RPG. And the game has really great characters and new abilities and stuff, and are really great. And the new content they added in the Definitive Edition, which is the version I've played and how I played it for the first time. They added tons of new content, including the new Future Connected thing, which is an epilogue side game that they included inside of it. And the world's very interesting. And this game has a massive size. When I say that, I truly mean it. This game has a gigantic size, and it is a long game that'll take you at least 50 hours to finish. But it's definitely worth it. For great story, for great gameplay, great music. When you combine it, you get a truly excellent game, and definitely a game that I put in my top 5 games of all time. Definitely play it if you haven't already. Truly great game. But now let's go to number 1. What game do I think is better than this? Let's see. And here's one that you probably saw coming. We're not just including one game here, because it's better than one game, 3 games. Not 2, 3. But, however, this is one that you can't buy anymore because it was a limited release and only available until March 31st. But Super Mario 3D All-Stars is absolutely great. But why is it on here? Solely because of Super Mario Galaxy. A game that is that's also one of my favorite games of all time. And I can go by far to say that it is my second favorite game, period. I mean, the game is absolutely amazing. It took Mario to the next level. And Sunshine, great game too. And Super Mario 64 had a great impact on the gaming industry with its 3D vibe and stuff. And Super Mario 64 made the series, more specifically the 3D games, the way they are now. And Sunshine took it to the beach, and Galaxy took it into space. Yes. When you combine 3 games, one that I basically consider perfect, one that's almost perfect, which is Sunshine, and one of my favorite games ever, Super Mario Galaxy. This game, or I guess this collection that they can't buy anymore, is absolutely great, and definitely worth picking up, and definitely worth all that $60 for 3 games. And the OSTs that you get built inside of the collection. Anyway, that's it for this video, and it's all I want to share about Nintendo's first-party ports and remakes on the Switch. I will see you guys next time. HNS out.